So I got this out of the Toyota Good for Footy suggestion box. It says, get more disability footy out there. It's not talked about and it's not well known. Well, let's shine a light on what these boys have been getting up to. What's going on, brother? You going alright? You ready to do some training or what?
How you doing, mate?
G'day. Good, you going alright?
I look after disabilities football in WA, and one of the great things is the programs that we run, and one of the programs we run is for intellectual disabilities, and we've created the Inclusion Football Academy, and we're here to show you through the process.
Well, if I miss a target, it's only because I'm tired, boys. What is this competition, and what does this competition mean to the players and the broader community?
So the players that have chosen to be part of the Inclusion Football Academy play in the integrated competition. That's a community-based competition throughout the amateur football clubs in the Perth metro area. There's 71 clubs, so there's 11 teams that play home and away games, just like A grade, just like the women's teams, just like the Colts teams. And, you know, Thursday night meals, it's all of them together and playing the same jumpers, train on the same ovals, kick the same footy, and this is just an opportunity for them to have a pathway of excellence and meet a whole lot of other players within the 350 players that play in the competition. Got 2 sessions before we start our exhibition games, but tonight we need to get some photos. There's 2 photo areas set up. You don't need to go to both areas. If you go to both areas, it means you get your photos taken twice. Remember, what did we say about the photos? Are we going to both or are we only going to one? Right, we've got it clear. Okay.
These guys don't know it yet, but Toyota are planning on doing something very special for these guys. Stay tuned. These photos are going to be good. Now we're cooking the Dustin Martin. Footy cards captures the most important moments in games, your celebrations, your goals. Looking back, I know that at the back end of my career, I'm going to be keeping a lot of footy cards, not only for myself, but for my kids as well. I'm sitting here with my buddy Ben. Ben, how old are you and who do you go for? And I also want to know who is your favourite player?
I'm 18 and I go for a Freo and my favourite player is Michael Walters.
Hey, there we go. That's what I like to hear, Benny. I'll give you that money later, all right? What is it that you love most about playing footy?
Is that everyone gets involved and that you're meeting new people every time you play with your team.
So have you got a lot of friends in your footy team?
Yes, a lot.
And you enjoy playing each week?
Yes, because I love getting around the players, like the boys that I'm with, and that even if we're down a lot, then I like to try and get all of my team back up.
That's good. Football in the community is important because it's a way of making friendships, gets everyone out of their comfort zone, and it teaches everyone leadership, but also working in an environment where a group of people are working together. I find it takes your mind away from other things. I know if I'm going through some tough trials and tribulations outside of footy, I know that whenever I'm out there for that first 2 hours, it takes my mind away from a lot of things. Everyone should have the opportunity to be included in the team because no matter what sport it is, basketball, football, soccer, win, lose or draw, there's no doubt that you're out there having fun, and that also makes your mental capacity good as well. From what I saw tonight, you guys have unbelievable talent, skill. Your voice is unreal. But yeah, once again, I just want to say thank you very much for letting me come down here, join in training. I didn't have to do too much because you guys had me laughing, had me smiling. I can't wait to give Ben the Toyota footy cards. There's no doubt he'll be proud, but as soon as he gives it to his teammates as well, the feeling in the room will be absolutely electric. G'day, how are ya?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you again. You going all right?
Yeah, I'm going all right.
I've got some cards for you.
What have you got there, bud?
A couple of footy cards of him and the whole team.
Oh, they're fantastic. They're really cool.
So, Ben, what do you think the rest of your teammates will think about the Toyota footy cards?
I reckon they're going to really enjoy it and make them feel special.
I definitely will.
Yeah.
Well, Ben's loved joining the inclusion footy team, and this state team has just been amazing, hasn't it? And it's given him, just such a new sense of life.
I think to watch him be a part of that journey has been really
really, really special.
You know, we can't thank the AFL and Toyota enough for what they've done putting this program together. I think it's just had such a good effect for not just for Ben, but for the whole group of boys.
For him to get the footy card and for him to be able to deliver that to the team, I think is going to be a really special moment.
All right, Ben, thank you so much for welcoming me to your house. I just hope you and your teammates enjoy the Toyota footy cards. Enjoy the game tonight. Go out there, get a whole heap of touches, but whenever you...
Look out.
Right, no worries. Hello and welcome to Prospect High here in sunny Launceston. A fantastic day for a couple of huge games of inclusion football and wheelchair AFL. My name is Anthony Osborne, bringing this one to you with Ryan Rosendale. This live stream this afternoon proudly brought to you by Toyota in partnership with AFL Tasmania and New Horizons Tasmania. And we're underway in this one. A very quick start with the Launceston Masters moving the ball forward. A couple of players vying for their hands on the football. Nice defensive pressure there from the Tasmanian inclusion team. Throwing his weight around there. Nice work from Adam Child, of course, from AFL Traders fame, Ryan Rosendale. Good to see you out there playing today.
Pleasure to be with you as always, mate. Yeah, should be in for a cracking day here at Prospect High. It's, the weather's turning on for us down here in Launceston, so should be in for an absolute belter.
A little bit of wind just picking up, but magnificent day for football, as you said, and a really great opportunity here for the Tasmanian inclusion team to take to the field. Of course, the Inclusion Carnival this year unfortunately didn't go ahead due to COVID, so a great chance for the group to come together and play a game of football after a big year of training as they move the ball out of the defensive end of the ground to the Tasmanian team. Only as far as Stuart Alexander for the Launceston team. He goes inside 50, just evades Darren Geard, who's playing for the inclusion side today. A flying shot on goal for the Masters, and they're underway.
Chris Harper
kicking the first goal, Craig Harper I should say, the first goal of the day for the Launceston Masters. Nice work there from Craig Harper. The Blues are on the board. So, fantastic day here in Launceston. This game proudly brought to you by Toyota, partnership with AFL Tasmania and New Horizons Tasmania, Ryan. And this game here this afternoon will have 4 12-minute quarters.
Yep.
And this obviously going through the AFL Tasmania Facebook page. We'll then afterwards have a short break and then bring to you a wheelchair AFL game out of the Prospect High Gymnasium at 1 o'clock. That game's going to see the State Academy team split in two. I'm really looking forward to that one as well.
So, ball goes up now in the centre. The inclusion guy's going to kick this one forward. It's going to go straight down the throat of the Masters side, though. They're going to quickly clear this. They've got good spread here from that man in Stuart Alexander. He was back to a teammate. Good smother there, though, by number 18 for the inclusion side, Jordan Irwin. And they've recovered well here. You have the Masters. But Lonnie are going to spread from this stoppage. Gets a kick away. Play on, says the umpire. Good fight for this ball. The inclusion side have got numbers. Good tackle there. Applied there by number 6, Bailey Menzies. But they're going to clear this through Adam Childs. He gives a short kick to a teammate in Jordan Irwin. 2 touches within the last minute for that man. So wind starts to set in here at Prospect High. He said it's a beautiful day for football, barring that wind. And they get this one forward now. It's going to go inside 50, the first of the day for the inclusion side. It's picked up there by number 2, Lucy Wilson. Tries to get a handball back to her, but she can't get over the top of a teammate. As they've got time and space here. Good smother there, though, by the Masters. Can they get it forward to the inclusion side? She's got time. Good little chip forward, but it's gone to an opposing player. And they're going to spread this now on the Masters.
And a couple of nice opportunities there for Tasmanian inclusion as another smother is laid. Some really good pressure being applied. On that occasion, it was Justin Nylon, who I believe his nickname is The Wallet. He's always in the back pocket. That's what I've heard. He was a long way from home in that occasion. The Launceston Masters surge the ball forward. It's going to be right up against the line.
I think it might have gone through.
Just gone through for a goal. Goal for the Launceston Masters. So coast-to-coast football from the Blues.
All started with the Wallet.
It all started with the Wallet there for Tasmanian inclusion side. Launceston hitting the scoreboard for the second time today, and it's great to see these two teams playing against each other. The Tassie Inclusion squad trained alongside the Launceston Masters throughout the year in preparation for the carnival that didn't eventuate. So it's a really great opportunity for them to play against the Launceston Masters. It's a bit of a thank you to them as well for having them involved in training throughout the year. So we're back in the middle of the ground. A big punch there from Jerry Lowe. Gets the ball surging forward for Tasmania. A couple of Launceston players try and raffle the football. Nice tackle laid there by Bailey Menzies. Launceston again move the ball to half forward. Justin Nylon there to put some pressure on. Launceston in the end surging the ball. A lovely kick. Hits up Craig Richards. He's going to have a shot for goal. About 30 metres out. Only a slight angle here at Prospect High. Wind could prove challenging for him though as he begins his approach. The kick's on the way, always looking to the left-hand side and through for a minor score. So almost played 5 minutes here at Prospect High. Launceston Masters 2-1-13. Tasmanian Inclusion team yet to score, but holding up well, particularly in defence, applying lots of pressure on the Launceston ball carriers.
Battling the wind too, so not just the opposing team, they've got the conditions to deal with as they bring this one to the far side of the Prospect High School ground. They're going to look to bring it further up the field, but it's cut off well there by number 14 for Launceston, Craig Harper, the goal scorer. He's brought that one back inside. So that's number 6 there is Fletcher. So kick into the goal square. Mark almost taken. Good recovery there. Handball over to a teammate. They put one through. So Harper was the man that almost took the mark. He's given it to a teammate.
Lovely little finish.
Trying to get a number on that one, but either way, Launceston have their third of the day. And they are leading this one early in the first quarter. So we just tick into the 6-minute mark now. 3-1-19 with the Inclusion side yet to score. It did look good when they went forward on that play earlier. So my tip is that they'll get one out of this stoppage, Aussie.
Yeah, I'm loving the work of Matty Bowen on the close wing here as well. He works hard, and we saw him pre-game.
He was up and about, wasn't he?
He was the voice for this Tasmanian team, so expect plenty of vocal work from him throughout the day. He plays his football in a fierce and ferocious way, full of energy. Launceston Masters emerge with the football. Oh, nice little spin there from the Lonnie player as they kick the ball back inboard. That one finding a teammate as they look to go forward once again. That one's just gone over the top. First to the football is going to be Vinnie Hall, who does really well, showing some tricks here. Vinnie Hall takes one bounce, has the shepherd, lovely left foot kick, fantastic kick from Vinnie Hall. That's close to play of the day so far for the Tassie Inclusion team. So that ball finds its way through, and now the Inclusion side are going to just breaking down at half forward as Launceston get the ball in the middle of the park. Number 14 for the Inclusion side in Harper, one of the goal kickers. He kicks the ball down, but a lovely mark taken. That's a fantastic grab down in defence.
Our man, Adam Child, is the man on the footy now. He's going to chip over. The man we spoke about just before, Matty Bowen, doesn't quite get to him. It's cut off there by Launceston as they go back inside through Graham. And the man that's taken the mark, I think that's number 6.
Chris Ketchell.
Chris Ketchell is the man with the footy. So he's going to have his second shot. He kicked the one just earlier. So he put that one through. I think he's just missed to the left. He has. So 1-1 now for Chris Ketchell.
And nice work there from Launceston Masters once again. They're moving the ball really well. I have to say, though, they're just the last couple of minutes or so, I feel like the pressure from the Inclusion team is just putting a little bit of pressure on them when they're going forward. I'm really liking the work down in defence. Just taking a look at my team sheet here. A couple of the players there for the Tasmanian side starting to put some real pressure on. It's going to be a kick in. Nice mark taken. It's Inclusion side. Just propel themselves out of defensive 50. A lovely kick into the middle of the ground. Some champagne football. The mark's not quite taken in the end by Jordan Irwin. He's got some support there though. Launceston in with the numbers. Eventually get the ball out and pump the ball long inside 50. A lovely mark taken. Excellent work there by Vinnie Hall, who's turning it on in this opening term. He goes out wide. Another great kick. Finding a teammate.
Number 4, Holloway. He's going to chip over now. They got the numbers here to the Inclusion side. It's going to be Wilson that's going to pick the footy up. She gives a handball over to a teammate who gives another handball off. They're going to go inside 50 now. Can they hit a target? Looks good, but it's been cut off there by Launceston. Number 2 in Jordan Ship.
One to watch there, Ryan, was Adam Child just working his way inside 50. He was looking for a cheap goal there, was Warney.
Playing in the back pocket too, Warney.
Well,
so
going to have to keep a close eye on that throughout the afternoon. He was very eager for a cheap little goal.
I have to talk to Coach Darren Geard there. Warney's streamed across, and now he's got to work all the way back to the back pocket as the ball's following him in there now. And if they can get this one deep, Warney, they might kick their 4th of the day.
Brian Graham with ball in hand now.
Just on the 50. It's gone over to that man again in Ketchell. He's taken his second mark inside 50. He's played on immediately, and he's kicked that one out on the full. So not what he wanted to do there with the footy, but he's looked pretty good early, has Chris Ketchell.
Approaching the dying stages of this opening term, Launceston 3-2-20, inclusion side yet to score. This game being brought to you with thanks to Toyota, partnership with AFL Tasmania and New Horizons Tasmania. A great day here at Prospect High. Just played about 10 minutes now. The inclusion team drive the ball out of defence. In the end, it skittles everyone. At the back of the pack, though, nice work there from Holloway. Lovely handball as the inclusion side moved from half back to half forward. Matty Bowen thought he might have gone first to the football. In the end, it lands in the path of Irwin. Bowen just hoists the ball inside 50. A nice kick from him. The mark's taken. Here's an opportunity for the inclusion team. Off hands. Launceston team under the pump. Down in defensive 50. Plenty of numbers around the football. The Blues are just able to emerge with it. But here we go. A big one-on-one. Adam Child. He's working hard. Does well in the end as Adam Child emerges with the football, kicks it inboard to Darren Geard, who is clean bowled, it must be said. Gets over the top to Holloway. Moving the ball inside 50 now for Tasmania. Dinky kick over the top.
On here.
Jordan Irwin with a shot on goal. Just misses to the right-hand side. The inclusion side are on the board.
Look really good score there. Aussie, the inclusion side. Best bit of play all day.
Absolutely. So Tasmania, they're one behind. Launceston 3-2-20. Played 11 minutes in this opening term. Ryan Rosendale.
So, cut off there. Mark's been taken by Darren Geard. So he gives off to a teammate. Good kick. Handball off to Matty Bowen. Can't quite get clean hands on that one. He's done well to recover there. Gets a kick around the body. Good work there. Gives it across to a teammate. That's number 19. Don't have a name on the team sheet for that man, but he's missed the goal there. So 2 behinds in a row now for the inclusion side. They're looking incredibly dangerous with that ball inside the forward 50.
Yeah, certainly looking dangerous, Ron. I love the work of Matty Bowen there. Nice little kick around the corner. That's a loopy handball. Jason Thomas applying some pressure.
Here he is again.
With the numbers. Adam Child is coming in quickly, putting the pressure on the ball carrier. Nice one-on-one forming on the wing. Adam Child in the end just tunnel balls are behind him, and now the Tasmanian side are away. Lovely kick inside 50. Mark's not quite taken. A really good effort though. Handballs over the top to Darren Geard. They just run out of time to the Tasmanian side. So
gone through too. Siren beat them.
Quarter time here. It is Tasmania 2 behinds. The Launceston Masters 3-2-20. Tassie side looking more and more dangerous as the afternoon. So there's that quarter progressed. Ryan Rosendale. It's a great day for football here at Prospect High, and I think the Tasmanian team will go into the opening break with a little bit of confidence after really putting in a strong showing late in that opening term.
Yeah, spot on. I was just about to say that, Aussie. They look really good that last probably 5 to 6 minutes of that quarter. So it'll be pretty pleasing for Coach Darren Geard. I'm sure that'll be the message at quarter time that we saw ended well. Let's start the second quarter as we ended the first, and I'm sure they'll get their first major of the day as we see our man there, Matty Bowen. He's pumping the troops up, so no doubt they'll be in for a big second quarter, the inclusion side.
Absolutely. See all the guys coming together. It's fantastic to have them here. Group who have worked really hard over the last couple of years. The inclusion carnival that was held in Tasmania back in 2018 is certainly one of the highlights of my time working in football, Ryan, bringing all the states down to Tasmania over the course of a week, playing games out of Utah Stadium, out of Invermay Park as well, and a lot of those players are still playing here today for Tasmania, the likes of Matty Bowen, Jordan Irwin. You can see Alan Dingo Dengate, who's one of the assistant coaches today. He was captain of the side back then. So there's a lot of people here who genuinely love their football, and it's just fantastic to see them out and about playing their game today against the Launceston Masters, who they've trained with throughout the year as well.
They actually play for Launceston. Right. They came and got a couple of our Guernseys and jumped over.
The Stewards jumped across.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's quite all right. Anytime.
So, thank you for joining us here at Prospect High. Today we're celebrating the International Day of People with Disability that took place on Friday. Fantastic day, and the chance to celebrate that a couple of days later here on Sunday is fantastic. International Day of People with Disability is held on the 3rd of December each year. It's a United Nations observed day celebrated internationally, and aims to increase public awareness, understanding and acceptance of people with disability and celebrate their achievements and contributions. It's an opportunity for us to all make positive changes to the lives of the 4.4 million Australians with disability. Saw plenty of things happening around Tasmania throughout the day on Friday. Fantastic for us to celebrate International Day of People with Disability today here on Sunday at Prospect High. We've got the Tasmanian inclusion team up against the Launceston Masters. If you're just joining us now, this live stream proudly brought to you by Toyota and AFL Tasmania in partnership with New Horizons Tasmania, who do so much fantastic work, not only in Launceston but engaging Tasmanians with disability with sport. So at quarter time here in this game, and the Launceston Masters have had the early jump. They lead 3-2-20 to Tasmania, 2 behinds, but we're set for a big second quarter. The Tasmanian inclusion side showed plenty of promise, particularly late in that opening term. You can see here the coach Darren Geard, who's playing for the inclusion side today, number 15. Very bright green boots as well. He's standing out, is Darren Geard, Ryan Rosendale.
He's a man that likes to stand out. Aussie is Geardy. Obviously connected well with the Launceston Footy Club in the TSL, but he does a lot of great work for the inclusion side of things, also for Tasmania.
Absolutely. His work with Blue Line Laundry, who are a huge part of the Tasmanian community. So just getting things set for the second quarter here at Prospect High. Of course, if you are tuning in, make sure you do also tune in again at 1 o'clock when we bring to you a wheelchair AFL game between the Tasmanian State wheelchair side. The second quarter is underway here at Prospect High. Umpire Sam Bridges throws the ball up, and there's a bit of carnage in the middle of the ground, and umpire's whistle. It's going to be a high free kick going the way of the Launceston Masters.
So, Lonnie, they've got a spare player out here, number 23. He's got the footy now, is Sinclair. So he launches just to the paint of 50. It's not going to go quite in. Looks like the inclusion side have the numbers they do. So it comes out now to number 5 in Vinnie Hall. He takes a bounce. Geard's there to help his side mop up. And number 20, Fletcher Harper, has jumped across to the inclusion side. So terrific to see the Launceston boys even up the numbers here in the second quarter. A few players have jumped across, so great to see the sportsmanlike conduct happening here at Inclusion Day at Prospect High. As this is their first set shot on goal for the day. Almost a mark taken, but it's cut off there by the Launceston defender. So they bring it out now. Good mark taken on the paint of 50 there.
Did love that forward work. Sorry, Ryan, to interrupt. I did love that forward craft there from Jordan Irwin. He presented really strongly, took a good mark. The wind is causing a bit of havoc with set shots, but they're looking dangerous early in this second term.
So, footy back in the centre of the ground now. That man with the ball is Fletcher Harper. He tried to give a handball out to a teammate. He's giving it out now to my man in Matty Bowen. Umpire Sam Bridges says play on. So, Lonnie, they're copping a lot of attention here. Good defensive work by the inclusion side. Mark's taken there by Alexander. So, what can he do with the footy? He's going to bring it back inside. Cut off there by Launceston, though. It's a good mark taken there by number 14, Chris Harper. So, ball back to the far side of Prospect High Oval now. Mark, it's a good lick-up play. Mark not taken. He's brought it back inside with a nice handball. Child's there for company, but he immediately kicks inside 50. A good strong mark's taken out in front by Launceston. And they're going to have their first set shot on goal here in the second quarter.
Nice work there again by the Launceston Blues as the flying shot on goal in the end, just setting up into the square. A lovely mark going back with the flight there from Alexander. Terrific grab. A couple of options on short. Decides to chip the ball over the top. It's Tasmania through Adam Child, look to bring the ball out of defensive 50. A looping handball over the top that's been a couple of players. Tasmania good enough to swoop on it. Adam Child, he's tackled as he tries to get rid of the ball. He does well in the end, linking up almost with Harper. Launceston, bit of bounce off half back. Matty Bowen working the mark well. Launceston duck back inside. Mark's almost taken really good work there from Tasmania to rope the ball back into play. Loopy handball over the top. Now, plenty of room for Bailey Menzies to work in. He goes inside 50, a lovely kick, and he finds Jordan Irwin, who's presenting as a major target inside 50 for the Tasmanian team, right?
He's played some pretty good footy early in this game as that man, Jordan Irwin, number 18. He's looking for a teammate to give a handball off. It's going to be that man in Matty Bowen. What can he do? He's going to line up from about 30. It's a good kick off the boot from big Matty Bowen. It's gone straight through the middle. Matty Bowen kicks the first one of the day for the inclusion side. Terrific play there.
Yeah, fantastic work from Matty Bowen. Is the excitement machine for this Tasmanian team. We saw him pre-game pumping up his teammates.
He was up and about.
He did it again at quarter time, and it's fantastic to see him hit the scoreboard. Jordan Irwin as well. Lovely work for him to bring Matty Bowen into the game.
He's played well, Jordan Irwin.
And I've loved the way that Jordan's presented so far throughout this game. That's just rewards for the Tasmanian team. They move to 1-2-8. Launceston are leading 3-2-20. We've played about 2.5 to 3 minutes in this second term at Prospect High. Fantastic to see Matty Bowen hit the scoreboard, and that might just be the momentum they need. Lovely work there from Jerry Lowe. Took the ball himself and just barrels it inside 50. It's just going to roll out of bounds, evading Lucy Wilson.
Looked like Daniel Wells, Subiaco style 04 with the...
straight out of the air.
Straight out of the air.
Absolutely. No, fantastic. Fantastic work there from Jerry Lowe. And this is big here. Alan Dengate, captain of the team in 2018. Initially, I thought he was just going to be here as assistant coach, but he's kitted out and he's now on the ground. So that's a big boost.
He runs on where you can hear some cheers from the crowd here.
In the meantime, the Tasmanian team have kicked another goal. Fantastic work. They move to 2-2-14. Now it's just one straight kick the difference early on in this second term.
So we have a game on our hands. We thought we would pre-game. We thought it would be a tight contest. As we said, both these sides know each other pretty well. They train together during the season. So, as we said, 3.5 minutes gone now here in the second quarter. 3-2-20. 2-2-14. It's been all the inclusion side here in the second quarter. They're going with the kicking end. So they've got the numbers here. Child tries to get that one out. Well played there. They've got the numbers here, but it's taken immediately out of that pack by Launceston. And they kick inside 50. Bounces in front of the player. Can't take the mark. Good pressure set upon. Might have been in the back. It is, says the umpire. Advantage might have been taken. So mark's taken in the square. As we just get a stop in play here. I think it's going to be a set shot from directly in front. That might be number 6, Ketchell's the man that's going to get the footy. I thought he was going to come up to it. Can he do something special here, Ketchell? He's just missed that. It's going to stay in play, I think it is. So, Lonnie, keep that one in. Can they kick a goal? Oh, no, they can't. Just hit the post. So, some pretty special play there from the Lonnie Masters.
A couple of party tricks from each pocket there.
Party tricks, indeed. So, they kick their first score of the second quarter. Takes them to 3-3-21 to 2-2-14. Aussie.
Lovely kick there from Hall. A booming boot. Tasmania bring the ball through the middle of the ground, courtesy of Darren Geard. And here we go. This is Alexander. Kicks the ball inside 50. Thomas is the target. Almost takes the grab. Does well to recover there. Does Thomas. Weaves around one. Has a flying shot. Just misses to the left-hand side. Excellent work from Thomas. An excitement machine. Tasmania. They move to 2-3-15. Trailing Launceston by one straight kick.
So bring it out now, Lonnie. Mark taken there by number 5 for Launceston. That might be one of the shit boys. So he brings back inside. Bring this one high. Thomas is there. Almost cuts that one off. He sat in the right spot. Just went over his head. It's come back inside the middle of the ground. Oh, good bit of wee play there, but a good tackle applied. He gets his kick away though. Good pressure from the inclusion side, but Lonnie are all run and gun when they get that ball past the centre line. They've got the numbers here, the inclusion. Great trap in front there from the inclusion side. They get that one out of the back 50 now.
Ooh.
Mark almost taken there. Good recovery there. Gives it off to Child. He kicks inside 50. Again, they've got the numbers around the ball. They're playing pretty smart football here. The inclusion side. Can they kick this one through the big sticks? He gets around one. Gives a handball off to Thomas. He's in the centre square. In the forward line, he's kicked a point there. So another behind. He's looked dangerous as Jason Thomas early in the second quarter when the ball's forward. And
absolutely.
Footy runs through his family, Aussie.
Absolutely. Relative of Taron Thomas, a product out of North Launceston, currently playing his trade for the Kangaroos in the AFL. Jordan Irwin was again involved deep inside 50. The Blues bring the ball down the line. Tackle's laid. Really good tackle in the end. Nylon swoops on the football. Gives a don't argue as he runs towards 50. Dinky kick over the top. It's a nice one. Tasmania just setting up. A couple of kicks away from goal. Nice ball inside 50. A wheel and go here for Tasmania as they kick it back inboard. And they find a target in Bailey Menzies. Excellent work from Tasmania. Justin Nylon. Magnificent work directly in front of us on the wing. Lucy Wilson with ball in hand. Close to goal. Chipping kick. Rolling through. It's through. Lucy Wilson hits the scoreboard for Tasmania. Excellent work for the Tassie side. They move to 3-4-22, and they've overtaken Launceston now. The Masters 3-3-21. Almost played 8 minutes in this second term. In Tasmania, they're up and about.
I think I've loved in this second quarter, Aussie. They've always looked for the better option inside 50, have the inclusion side. They've always got one or two players in a better spot, and they're always looking for that better option. So we saw there, twice they had a player inside, and Wilson was the lady that was the recipient. She was in a better spot. She kicked the goal, and they are up and about the inclusion side.
So Tasmania with the ball in the back pocket. Vinnie Hall showing a bit of dash, playing a bit of cat and mouse with his opponent. In the end, he's bumped out of bounds. Launceston bring the ball back into defence, into attacking 50, I should say. Nylon's under the pump there for Tasmania. Launceston with the numbers. Back with the flight was low. Nice work there from Tassie. Launceston again with numbers around the ball, though, as Vinnie Hall again takes the football, tucks it under his arm, and launches inside the middle of the ground to Jordan Irwin. Presenting really well is Irwin. He uses a runner, chipping the ball inside 50 in the direction of Harper. Harper traps the ball really well. Handballs over the top. Here's an opportunity now for Tasmania. Running into an open goal. Going to look for the hands. No. Fantastic defensive work from the Launceston side. Tasmania 3-5-23. Launceston 3-3-21. And that movement from half back to the forward line, Ryan, is on fire now for the Tasmanian team.
They are. When Tassie can link up and get that mark handball play, they're looking very, very good as they've got the footy again now. Wilson, a goal kicker from before. Looks like a holding the ball has been paid by umpire Sam Bridges, so Lonnie will get a free kick. As we said, both these sides know each other pretty well. They train together throughout the season. So they get the footy now. Lonnie streaming through the middle of the ground. Good kick there. Mark's taken just inside 50. Handball might have got back to that man, but it didn't. He's going to kick inside. Good lead out. Good spoil there over the top. Not happy with it, the Lonnie player. Wanted a free kick. Umpire says play on. So Mark's taken now. They're going to recover well here, Lonnie. As it's the Tasmanian side with all the momentum here in the second quarter as we just hit the 10-minute mark. So not too long left before the half-time siren's blown. As Ketchell gives a handball off to a teammate. He kicks inside 50. They've got the numbers, though, to Tasmania. It's going to be Launceston with a shot on goal. That's a pretty good kick off the boot. It's gone through the big sticks. That man that kicked that was number 12, Ellis. So he gets his first of the day and the first of the second quarter for Launceston.
So Launceston 4-3-27. Tasmania 3-5-23. Just in time for the break there for Launceston. It was certainly a goal that they needed. The Blues would take a 4-point advantage into half-time. It was a quarter that was dominated by Tasmania, it must be said, Ryan. The work of guys like Vinnie Hall off half-back through the middle of the ground. You saw Jordan Irwin presenting, Jerry Lowe in the ruck, Thomas up forward, Lucy Wilson was dangerous, Justin Nylon in front of us on the wing. These Tassie players are really starting to kick into gear, and although they're down at half-time by 4 points, I think they'll go into this main break full of confidence.
Yeah, it all started with that goal to Matthew Bowen early in the second quarter, Aussie. And as we said, when they went inside 50, they were always looking for the better option, which was great to see. So Coach Darren Gee will be incredibly happy with that second quarter, I believe, and they take a lot of confidence going into the second half after the performance they showed here in the first half.
And I think we were so sidetracked by how big a moment it was when Alan Dengate came onto the field that we actually missed a goal. But it's great to see Dingo out there as well, and someone like Dingo who's so well respected across the Tasmanian football community, who's played with a lot of these players for a long period of time. Him coming on is going to give them a massive boost, and it gives them another leader out on the ground as well. A fantastic addition to this team, and as you said, it really did start courtesy of Matty Bowen's work kicking that opening goal. But I thought the work late of Justin Nylon, they call him the wallet because he's usually in the back pocket. But
he was streaming up the wing.
He was a long way from home on the wing, looking really dangerous and was absolutely brilliant. He's also part of the Australian Inclusion National Cricket team as well. So a very talented athlete. Sportsman. And a lot of these players here are very passionate sports people, and that's some of the great work that New Horizons do provide to the Tasmanian community as well, engaging with lots of different sports, including football, and it's fantastic to see it all out on display today at Prospect High. We'll take a short break here from Prospect High at half-time. As we said, Launceston are leading this game. They are here on 27, Tasmania on 23. This game proudly brought to you by Toyota in partnership with AFL Tasmania and the New Horizons Tasmania organisation, who are doing fantastic things within the Tasmanian community. We'll take a short break. Second half action on the way.
I look after disabilities football in WA, and one of the programs we run is for intellectual disabilities.
Everyone gets involved and you're meeting new people.
Are they footy cards?
Yes.
Of this whole Toyota Inclusion Football Academy.
How do you play footy? Meet Jude.
I'm Julian Anthony. People call me Hey Jude. I came from Sri Lanka back in 1998. I started playing wheelchair football from 2016. Love the sports to the max.
What is AFL wheelchair?
We adaptive sport. So we play in a basketball court. Obviously, being in a wheelchair, we need a flat surface and a smooth surface to push the wheelchair as fast as we can. We need to have a limited number, so we have 5-on-5 on each team. So we have zones: center, forward, and defend. Football is all about kicking, and in able-bodied football, our kick becomes the hand pass, and our hand pass becomes underarm.
What position do you play?
Mainly, I'm a defender because that's where my strength is. They needed me as a goal for the team. That's where I have to show my guns out.
What do you love about playing footy?
All the negative and all the disadvantage, all becomes ability to perform in the court. So you might have painful nights. You might not be able to sleep at all night due to your disability. That 50 minutes, you actually don't think about any one of your problems. You are fully focused on the sport.
What is the biggest challenge you have faced?
Back in 2018, I got into a car accident, even though back in 1996 I got into a wheelchair. Due to a different reason, I was questioned whether I should be able to play the sports again. I was broken all my pelvis, my hips and my L2 spine, and bed confined for almost 6 months and not able to sit. Then coming out of that trauma and playing the sports again on the next season, that was the biggest challenge, and overcoming that was I always go back to.
What does accessibility mean to you?
In one word, dignity. If a wheelchair person doesn't have a proper ramp, we are dependent on somebody else to carry us. Giving us that accessibility brings back our dignity.
Why celebrate International Day of People with Disability?
It's important because this is like an appreciation to tell them we haven't forgotten about you, and we know that you guys came across a lot of physical and mental challenges, and you are not alone in this world, and we are here with you. It's just to say that we are here.
International Day of People with Disability, December 3. My game, our game.
in an exhibition match here. Proudly brought to you by Toyota, partnership with AFL Tas and New Horizons Tasmania. Half-time here, Launceston are leading this game 27-23, but the second quarter was really owned and dominated by the Tasmanian state side, and got a big second half of action coming up. Great to see umpires Caden Winwood and Sam Bridges out there helping us out today. Sam Bridges, of course, an AFLW field umpire. Caden Winwood also having a run. He's been around the TSL traps for a long period of time as well, does a fantastic job, and we really appreciate their support this afternoon. You're watching this stream via the AFL Tasmania Facebook page or YouTube channel. Big second half coming up. Ryan Rosendale saw a couple of big players in that second quarter, but one I'm really keen to watch in the second half is Alan Dingo Dengate, who initially wasn't going to play. He's been a little bit sore. I'll get you to fill us in on that in a moment. It's great to see him out there.
It is great. Yeah, we were just told he took part in the big Tas Police bike ride across the state last weekend, so if he's a bit tight in the legs, we know why now, but good to see him take part in the game today. As Lonnie have got the quick clearance here, and they're going to have a shot on goal in the opening, 15 seconds into the third quarter. So, quick start here by the Launceston Masters. It's a pretty good shoe off the boot. That's gone straight
just missing
through the points, just to the right of screen. So, it looked like a goal from our vantage point, but the goal umpire definitely in a better position. He's called that one a behind. So, that takes Launceston now to 4-4-28 to the Tasmania side 3-5-23, as we said. It was all Tasmania there in the second quarter. All their big names getting involved. Matty Bowen kicked one. Jordan Irwin was the link-up man in the middle of the ground. He was pretty good. Lucy Wilson kicked a goal too. So good to see all the Tasmanian players linking up well in the middle and getting the ball inside 50 and hitting the scoreboard there in the second quarter. So footy's back in the middle of the ground now. They've got the numbers, as they have done for most of the day. They hunt in packs to the Tasmania side, and it's worked in their favour quite well. But the ball's inside 50 now. Ketchell's the man with the footy. He gets around two. He's within distance now. He puts that through the big sticks. No, he hasn't. He's missed that one. So, Ketchell, he's kicked one today. I think he's kicked 1-2 now. So, he's missed that one from dead in front. So, good smother there by the Launceston player. Good tackle applied though. Good recovery.
It's a great tackle from Harper. Great tackle.
Holding the ball, says the umpire. So, terrific tackle from Harper. He's come across to the Tasmania side after quarter time. We had 16 on 20. So, we've evened up the numbers. And it's working well now for the Tassie Siders. Our man, Matty Bowen, he's got the ball directly in front of us. He's going to take a bounce. Good bounce. He's got time and he's got space. He gets a kick away. Terrific kick to a teammate. But it's gone just over her head, Lucy Wilson. And it's mopped up by the Launceston defender.
I like that from Matty Bowen, though. He likes to take the game on. Launceston now drive the ball up to the wing. Through hands. They're going to move the ball down here. Nice work from Ellis down the line. And a strong tackle laid by Jerry Lowe. Magnificent tackle. Tasmania now going to look to move the ball down the line. Kick over the top. It's going to be in the direction of Vinnie Hall, who looks to have moved forward. He's been damaging off half back as he pumps the ball to a dangerous spot. Launceston with the numbers, but a couple of players chasing them down. Jordan Irwin, one of them. The Blues link up through hands. Bit of work to do there for number 23, Dan Sinclair, but he's up to the task. Gets the ball again, ships the ball just out of defensive 50. Launceston working their way methodically down the far side. Dinky kick, putting their teammates under the pump here. As you said, the Tasmanian pressure has been immense across the afternoon as that one rolls out of bounds.
They are, Aussie. Every time, sorry to cut you off, no. Every time there's a Launceston player, you used to see the green jumper, 3 or 4 green jumpers are around them, so definitely pretty pleased with the pressure would be coach Darren Geared by his side. He's come back out now. We'll get another ball up. Umpire Sam Bridges, as we said, AFLW umpire. So, first year this year, Aussie, or he's been around the touch for a while?
Sam Bridges,
yep.
Yeah. He's done quite a few TSL and TSL Development League Grand Finals over the journey as well.
Smooth operator.
Umpiring Pathways Manager, umpiring Development Manager, I should say, at AFL Tas, and yes, he is a smooth operator. Just ask him about it.
Running a pretty nice moustache too for Movember. We saw pre-game.
Fantastic calls, and he is. I think we're certainly out of November now, but I think it's going to stick around.
Still yet to come off.
Launceston with the ball inside 50. Taking a bounce. Matty Bowen applying some pressure. He does really well, Matty Bowen. rips the ball away as he works the ball out of defensive 50.
Tells him to, go
He's
forward.
telling his teammates to present for him. He just gets the handball out. Bowen's going to swoop on it again, potentially. He does. Bowen hoists the ball down the line in the direction of Harper, who does really well picking it up.
Get it back.
Bowen's going to get it again. It's not a 1-2. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Tell you what, if there was Dream Team points on offer today, Matty Bowen will be racking them up.
Tasmania look to bring the ball inside 50 through Jerry Lowe. Lowe goes for a run, looks to get the ball out to Vinnie Hall. Just overruns it, but Lowe, as he's done so many times this afternoon, a crunching tackle. Vinnie Hall shrugs off an opponent, kicks the ball to a hot spot. Tasmania looking so dangerous at the moment. Menzies and Thomas are in dangerous positions now. Lucy Wilson as well. Quick kick on goal.
Just missed, I think.
Just missing.
Just missed.
They're looking dangerous at the moment, Tasmania.
They do. When that ball's inside 50, they know they want a goal. So it's a worry now for Lonnie. When the ball goes inside 50, it's all Tasmania down their end of the ground. As we said, Matty Bowen, he would have racked up 7 or 8 Dream Team points if they were on offer there today in that passage of play. And a bit of Dustin Martin down there also.
Yeah, Vinnie Hall and Justin Hall have both been doing that. They're watching the
Don't argue.
Dusty Martin tapes, I think.
So, man with the footy's now Ketchell. He gives a handball to a teammate. He slipped over, but a teammate's there help with the recovery. So, ball's going to stick on that far side of the ground. What can Lonnie do? Can they bring it back inside, or are they going to go straight up the line? He's got time. He's going to bring it back inside. Good kick taken there. Good mark, I should say, taken there. Now the kick inside 50. It's going to float over the back. Mark almost taken. Can they recover here? Lonnie, they can. They've got the numbers on this occasion.
Oh,
the man with the footy's Thomas. He streams out of there. So, Rappel here. Child with the footy now. Puts a good block on for a teammate. Good work there. So they stream out of the back 50 again. What can they do now? We know how dangerous they look when the ball goes forward. Lonnie mop up pretty well. Mark's been taken on the far wing.
Just watch the way Adam Child's working the mark at the moment. He's up and about, is Warnie.
He is. We spoke to him at half-time. We said we want a goal out of him, even if he's playing in the back pocket. So expect a sneaky little dash up the wing again, as we saw in the first quarter. If the opportunity arises.
There's one thing we know about Warnie. He's all about the cheap stats, and we've seen him a couple of times work his way inside 50 when he really had no right to be there. So we'll keep an eye on that throughout this second half. Launceston linking up well. They've got a couple of options further forward. Almost a kick out of thin air there from the Launceston player as Harper is under the pump. He lays the tackle. Loopy handball over the top. Nice work there from Harry Colgrave, putting the pressure on the Launceston players. Harper swoops on the football, dances around one, takes a bounce, does Harper, tucks the ball under the arm. He moves the ball out of defensive 50, kicks it down the line. The target's going to be Menzies. He picks the football up, gives a little look-away handball. He gives a look-away handball as well. Running through was Harper. Still there was Menzies. Alan Dingo, Dengate now. He's in a dangerous position as he kicks the ball straight down the throat of Jordan Irwin. Couple of the mainstays linking up. He brings his teammate into the game. Shot on goal, just hits the post.
That was Cody Austin.
Working really hard was Cody Austin. Got himself into a good position. Unable to quite kick the goal, but it's safe to say this Tasmanian team are all team first, bringing each other into the contest, and it's forming a really dangerous lineup. They're 3-7-25. Launceston 4-5-29.
That kick out, Aussie, to cut you in. It's been cut off there. So they're going to get another shot on goal now. Is the Tasmania side. So looking for what their fourth goal of the day, 4-7. So as we said, they had a pretty dominant second quarter. Fought back, and if not for a late goal from Lonnie, they would have been ahead at half time. So can they put this one through the big sticks? It's a good kick off the boot. Just going to fall short. Teammate tries to get it. He can't quite get that footy. So another behind there to Tasmania. That'll take them to 3-8-26. And they are 3 points behind Launceston, 4-5-29.
Like the move from coach Darren Gidd, putting Vinnie Hall further up the field. He's one of the better users, and he's been really damaging throughout today as Adam Child does really well to get the ball out. Dangerous position now. Vinnie Hall launches the ball inside 50 in the direction of Jordan Irwin.
Almost taken.
Unable to quite reel it in. He's right in a really strong tackle. Gets it out to Thomas. Has a flying shot on goal. Just misses for a minor score. Tasmania peppering the goal face at the moment. Ryan Rosendale. 3-9-27. Launceston 4-5-29.
Launceston in all sorts of trouble in that defensive 50 as we see the pressure set upon there. 3-on-1 here. Cut off well there by Tasmania. That's Jerry Lowe. He plays on immediately. Good kick and a great mark taken by a teammate. Gives off to another teammate. He's going to put this one. No, he's missed again. That point post is not his friend today, Cody Austin.
Just missed.
I've always said it's not hard to hit the post. I think it should be a 9-pointer there. He's hit it twice now. That takes some skill. So he's into the game now, Cody Austin. I think a goal is going to come his way soon enough. As Lonnie now on the rappel. What can they do here? Kick inside 50. And a man over the back, he's free. Mark's been taken. He went to give to a teammate. Umpire might have called play on. No. So we'll have a set shot on goal. And Aussie, after 3 or 4 damaging minutes for Tasmania, Lonnie are going to have a shot on goal. And that one's put straight through the big sticks.
That ship hits the scoreboard for Launceston.
So 5-5-35 now plays 3-10-28. So a somewhat inaccurate Tassie, but they've had all the momentum here in the third quarter.
They certainly have. They've been electric of Tasmania, just unable to quite finish in front of goal. But Jordan Irwin again bringing his teammates into the game. He has been immense this afternoon.
He has.
Really, or this morning I should say. He's had a huge presence on this game. Now we've got just under 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. The game's still well and truly up for grabs. Tasmania 3-10-28, Launceston 5-5-35 as Jerry Lowe looks to get the football moving Tasmania's way. In the end, a couple of players lose their footing as Launceston look to bring the ball out of defence. Alan Dengate is quickly in pursuit. Doing well there is Dingo after that mammoth effort last week on the bike. Launceston linking up a couple of times. Dingo again putting the pressure on. It's just going to roll out of bounds for a throw in. And you know you're a big name in sporting circles when you can just be referred to by your nickname. You think of Buddy, you think of Dingo, you think of Dusty. He's in that sort of category here in Tasmanian football, is Alan Dengate.
He is. Not many get that title, but if you've got it, you know you're a big name. So as soon as he came on the ground, there was applause from the crowd here at Prospect High. So expecting a big fourth quarter from him. As the ball's going to come forward now for Tasmania. Good mark taken. They've got 3 players galore inside 50. He's got plenty of options here. Kick over the top's going to get to the man he wanted. So kick on goal there. That looks pretty good off the boot. That's going to go through. It's hit the post.
It's just hit the padding, I think, there, Ryan.
Point post does not like the Tasmania side of the minute, especially that one there. So another point there for Tassie. They're 3-11-29 to 5-5-35. So, as we said, they've had all the momentum since really the second quarter, and if not for some inaccurate kicking, they would be well ahead of this in this contest. As Lonnie bring this one out now. Kick inside's a good one. They've got the numbers here over the back. Tasmania do well to get back here, but it's gone through for another major. So that takes Launceston on the siren there. You hear it, 6-5-41. They lead this one at three-quarter time against Tasmania, 3-11-29. Anthony Osborne.
Yeah, really entertaining third quarter of football, that, Ryan. Tasmania again looked on top in general play. Really created some fantastic opportunities in front of goal. Unable to quite capitalise, but I think Coach Darren Geard would be happy that the opportunities were being presented.
Yep.
Jordan Irwin, particularly, he's been immense,
really
bringing his teammates into the game. Alan Dengate we saw getting involved. Jerry Lowe's been dominant in the middle of the ground.
Vinny Hall's move.
Vinny Hall's been great, absolutely, moving out of defence. And I have to say, Adam Child, Warney, is just starting to work his way into this contest.
Taking his time.
He's taken his time. He's warmed into it well. A couple of efforts on the wing have really got him involved in this contest. So this game proudly brought to you by Toyota in conjunction with AFL Tasmania and New Horizons Taz. It's great to be here at Prospect High School. We thank the school for allowing us to be here today. We thank everyone for tuning in to the live stream. We have a big final quarter of football coming up. Tasmania 29, Launceston 41. We'll take a short break and bring the final quarter action to you after that.
We'll be high, mate. Very good. Sharp.
That tackle, that last, I'll let you Belinda would be the one to ask. I'm not sure. Have you? Yeah. Craig. Yes, the big one now. All out attack. Bowie's going to go berserk.
How did you do it? Is
that when you somersault?
That pain. You get some ice, Steph. Do we have ice?
Well done, Flex.
Sometimes your running is unrewarded, okay? So, you're still back, I think. Because Georgie was back, wasn't he? Minutes were fine.
Yeah, half past.
My forward again. My forward.
Welcome back to Prospect High. Fantastic day for football here. We've got an Inclusion and Wheelchair AFL Gala Day happening with thanks to Toyota, partnership with New Horizons Tasmania, Paraquad Tasmania and AFL Tas. It's fantastic to be here. My name's Anthony Osborne, joined by Ryan Rosendale. We've got a game that's well and truly up for grabs here at three-quarter time. Tasmania 29, Launceston 41. I don't think that quite tells the story.
Doesn't, Aussie? No, you're right. Tasmania, if not for some inaccurate kicking to their down deep in that forward line, they'd be well and truly ahead in this game. They were all forward in the probably last 5 minutes of that third quarter. 3-11-29. So if they can hit the scoreboard in the way they'd want to and the way Coach Darren Gear would like them to, they are within a striking distance in this game, and Launceston will be pretty worried, if I do say so myself.
Just taking a look at a couple of moves that Darren Geard's made at the final change, we can see Vinnie Hall, he's gone down to full forward, which is a big move.
Put himself in the guts too.
Absolutely.
We can see.
Yeah, Darren Geard in the guts. I love that from him. Just
follow me, boys.
Absolutely. A couple of other players in. We can see Jerry Lowe making his way out to the middle as well. We've got a really intriguing finish coming up. The small forward brigade for Tassie have been really dangerous. Lucy Wilson, Matty Bowen, they've looked really damaging at the feet of someone like a Jordan Irwin.
And really good at, as we said, bringing each other into the game. When Jordan Irwin has taken a few grabs, he's always looked for a small forward teammate. So that'll be a worry for Lonnie early in this fourth quarter. The ball's been thrown up now. Start of this fourth quarter. Kick forward now for Launceston. They've got the numbers again. Do Tassie. Tackle almost applied well there, but they get around him. As the ball goes forward now. Mark not taken there. Good trap though by Launceston. They'll want the first one just to bridge that gap even further. Good mark taken there by Ketchell. He tries to get it over to a teammate, but he elects to go for goal, and he's kicked another behind. So I think he's kicked 1-3 today, Chris Ketchell. He's been damaging when the ball's gone forward.
So Tasmania bring the ball back into play. Finding Ellis there at half back. A couple of players starting to present for him. He goes up and over the top. It's going to land with Harper, who's been fantastic since moving across. Alan Dengate almost retrieving the football. Harper goes in and picks it up himself once again. He
Great
Feeds
kick.
the ball out wide to his coach, Darren Geard. No doubt that he'd enjoy that, Darren Geard, as he brings the ball inside 50 in the direction of Thomas. A nice intercept mark there from the Blues. They kick the ball into the middle of the ground.
Mark
Great
taken.
mark taken. So Tasmania going to propel forward once again. A driving ball inside 50. It's going to land in the hands of Vinnie Hall, who's been dangerous in every position he's played this afternoon. I've really liked his work across half-back in the opening half, but he just adds an extra element when he goes inside 50, Ryan.
He does. It's been a masterstroke by Coach Darren Geard, but Vinnie Hall has played terrifically well. The move doesn't come off unless he starts to get himself into the game, and that's exactly what Vinnie Hall's done. We said he's been good defensively. Can he put this one through now?
Kicking from a long way out with a bit of breeze by his side. It's just going to roll through for a minor score. Lovely kick, though, must be said. So now it is a 2-goal ball game. Tasmania 3-12-30, Launceston 6-6-42, and Jerry Lowe reels it in.
The old one-handed grab, it looked like it was going to come down, but Jerry Lowe said, no, that's my footy, I'll take that. So that's mark of the day for me from Jerry Lowe. He's got a free teammate there, terrific kick, almost as good as a mark. And the teammate there is number 6 in Bailey Menzies. So he's going to have a shot on goal to bring that margin back to the one major.
Been good today, Bailey Menzies.
He has. He's done some nice things, has number 6, Bailey Menzies. So not what he'd like off the boot. It's going to go through 4 behind. That helps the Tasmania side, though. That takes it down to 11 points. So if they can kick 2 quick ones, they're going to be ahead in this game.
Yeah, an important point, you could say, Ryan.
It is. 3-13, 31 to 6-6-42. So they've had a lot of scoring shots, Tassie. Definitely the most as they get forward now again through Menzies. And he's put that through the big stick. Sorry, that was Vinnie Hall. So Vinnie Hall is the man that's kicked the goal there. And as we said, he's looked damaging ever since that move off half-back. And he's put through, I think he's first of the day, Aussie. So he's moved forward and he's put through his first, and it's back to a 5-point ball game.
Absolutely. Game is well and truly on. We've played 3 minutes and change in this final term. Tasmania 4-13-37. Launceston 6-6-42. Big game unfolding. Sam Bridges with the ball in hand. Umpire Bridges throws the ball up. So we're back in the middle. Jerry Lowe competing in the ruck. Launceston have the numbers there, though, as Lowe, who's done this so often today, with a crunching tackle. And it's going to be a free kick going the way of Jerry Lowe. He has been close to best on ground for mine.
Yep, he's doing it all, taking flies and putting the pressure on with the tackle. Terrific play.
Nice kick inside 50 as well. Vinnie Hall almost going to run out of tarmac potentially. Does well. High hands. Handball over the top. Launceston with the numbers. They bring the ball out. They've got the ball now, courtesy of Ellis. Handball's back inside now to the Blues as they chip the ball down the line. Harper plays the tackle. The umpire says holding the football. So the Tasmanian team will be rewarded through Harper. Harper goes out wide. A really nice kick. And now Tasmania have a golden opportunity. Wilson's presenting inside the forward pocket. On shorts, Matty Bowen. He's going to be working here, Matty Bowen, to get his hands on the football. Adam Child, he gets involved. Really nice work there from Warney. Feeds the ball out to Lowe. Jerry Lowe kicks the ball quickly on goal and just misses to the left-hand side. So another opportunity for Tasmania. They move to 4-14-38. Launceston 6-6-42.
So Lonnie, they bring it now just to where we are at the commentary side of Prospect High Oval. But a mark's been taken well there by Ellis. So he kicks forward now. Bowen's there, but the man under that footy was number 18 for the Launceston side. So he gives to a teammate. 2-on-1 here. What can they do, Tassie? Well played there. That man is Alexander. He gives off to Matty Bowen. He's got time and he's got space. What can they do here? He's just crunched a teammate there. So he's down and out. So
nice work from Matty Bowen.
Matty Bowen, yep. He went on with the play there and he gave a good kick away. As we've got 3 men inside 50 now for Tasmania. Can they kick a goal here and get ahead on the scoreboard? They've got numbers here. Thomas is there. So's that man in Austin. He's kicked one finally.
That's big.
He kicked two behinds, I should say, in the third quarter, both posters. And I said he would pepper the goals in the fourth. That's exactly what he's done. and he's put his side ahead on the scoreboard, Anthony Osborne.
Kobe Austin hits the scoreboard and Tasmania in the lead for the first time since late in the second quarter.
This is big.
5-14-44, Launceston 6-6-42. We're about halfway through this final term, and I think Kobe Austin might have just kicked the goal that Tasmania needed to propel forward in this final term.
We knew he'd be dangerous. As we said, he was all over the goals in the third quarter, but they weren't the way he wanted them. It's Coach Darren Geard just sells a bit of candy. We'll hear all about that post-game, no doubt, from Geardy.
Silver Fox in the middle.
He's looking very sharp, as he said pre-game. He's been a bit of a holiday, so he's come back well rested for this game as Coach Darren Geard. As the ball's on the paint at 50 now for Launceston. They need one here to retake the lead. They're down by 2 points as we tick into the 7-minute mark of the last quarter here at Prospect High School Park.
Yeah, Coach Darren Geard not too happy with that decision. He thought he got his hands free. We can just hear there some stern messages going the way of Darren Geard at the moment. Lovely mark taken.
Is the message here on the sideline.
So Tasmania going to switch the ball from one side to the other. Harper's there. He goes out to Matty Bowen.
There he is.
Tucks the ball under the arm, does Matty Bowen.
Take a bounce. There we go.
The ball inside 50. Just loses control, but gets it back. Tells his teammates to present for him. Matty Bowen inside 50. A lovely kick. Thomas is there, but the mark's taken by the Launceston defender. Decides to quickly play on.
From Matty Bowen. As the ball is now on the far side of the ground here. We're almost 8 minutes gone now. Time on here in the fourth quarter. Lonnie need one if they're going to win this game. But as we said, it's been all the Tasmania side as they stream through the middle of the ground now. Good kick off the boot. Thomas is there. He's the man in front. He's going to collect this footy. Mr. Bounce agrees with him. There it is.
Nice pick up.
Nice handball to a teammate. That's what they've done so well today at Tasmania. Brought each other into the game. Good kick off the boot.
Oh.
That looks pretty good. I think it's gone through. No.
Just missing.
Just misses.
It's a goal.
It's a goal. No. Bit of confusion there from the goal umpire. It's been paid.
Fantastic. Jordan Irwin, who's been so selfless all afternoon, took the opportunity himself and puts it through. So Tasmania, they extend their lead now. They move 6-14-50. Launceston 6-6-42. Tasmania up by 8 with just under 4 minutes to play.
So, bit of confusion there from the goal umpire. Looked like a goal from our point, but we were waiting for those big sticks to be raised. And they finally were. So, Jordan Irwin, as we said, he's probably been best on for the Tasmania side today. He's been terrific as Coach Darren Geard can't take a clean ball there. Recovers well with a tackle. There's that man again, Irwin. So, Lonnie, they're going to need a quick goal here if they're any chance of winning this game late here in the fourth quarter. They've got the numbers now around the footy. It's Ketchell. Good tackle applied there. Terrific tackle there by Jerry Lowe. Great sportsmanlike conduct. Picks his player up as Matty Bowen's got time and space now. As Vinnie Hall comes for a shepherd.
Nice
gives it off to Hall. Good play there by Matty Bowen. He's been really good here in the second half. Good kick over. Mark not taken. What can they do now, Tassie? They've got all the momentum. Gives it off. Vinnie Hall's there. Is he going to line up here from paint of 40? Tries to get around one. Couldn't. Gives a handball out to Wilson. She gives a good kick away. Can they put one here and it's this game? They can. That's all she wrote. Terrific celebration there from Tasmania. And they're going to walk away with a victory here today, Anthony Osborne.
Justin Nylon, we heard he was called the wallet because he's always in the back pocket. He's found himself in the forward pocket and kicked the sealer. Tasmania, 7-14-56. Launceston, 6-6-42. About 2 minutes to go, and it's tough to see the Blues coming back from here, Ryan Rosendale.
So, no matter what pocket he's in, he's always called the wallet because he's crept forward and he's kicked a goal. And I'm sure we'll hear about that post-game. So, terrific second half here from the Tasmania side. As we said, they peppered the goal front in the third quarter and they've got reward for effort here in the fourth. They've kicked truly in this fourth quarter and they're going to walk away with a victory here today. As we said, it's been played in terrific spirit by both sides. They know each other pretty well. Trained together all year, so no doubt there'll be celebrations had post-game from both sides. As Lonnie now are going to get this forward. Can they kick a late one here? They've got numbers at the back here. Good mark's been taken, so they'll get a kick away here as we tick into the final minute of this contest. Anthony Osborne, Coach Darren Gear will be pretty impressed with his side second half.
Certainly will, Ryan, absolutely. They didn't drop their heads after missing some goals earlier in the game. As we just take a look at that one, straight through the middle. A lovely kick there for Launceston, but it will be too little, too late. And yeah, I think the Launceston side got the quick start. They kicked the first 3 goals of the game, but since then, Tasmania have really dominated general play, and I think Darren Gear to be really impressed by the way they've operated. And I think someone like Jordan Irwin really encapsulates the spirit of this team, the spirit of this day. He's been so selfless, bringing his teammates into the contest. Magnificent work from him, and all in all, a terrific performance from the Tasmanian team.
They've looked great.
Approaching in the last 20 seconds or so. So umpire Winwood throws the ball up. Launceston win the ball down. They're going to quickly move the ball inside 50. It's exactly where they go. The mark's taken, a really nice mark is taken there. Quick kick inside 50. Finds a teammate there in Alexander. So we've got a couple of seconds to go. Another chip kick. Handball's over the top, and I can see some concerns with blowing the siren.
We might have a draw. We're going to have a siren gate situation.
It's a goal. So Tasmania is still leading by 2 points, but I feel like we may have siren gate.
There we go. I think we've got confirmation from the umpires.
That is the end of the game. Tasmania have run out. 2-point winners here at Prospect High. Tasmania 7-14-56 defeat the Launceston Masters 8-6-54. A few little technical difficulties with the siren at the end of the game. It had me thinking about Chris Connolly at York Park back in the day. But fantastic to see Tasmania take out the win in a really impressive game of football. It ebbed and flowed throughout occasions, but Tasmania in the second half, Ryan, really deserved that win.
Yeah, they did, Aussie. They really started to get themselves into the game in that second quarter, so they built on that in the third and the fourth, and yeah, it was all Lonnie in the second half, and if not for some inaccurate goal kicking in the third, they probably would have had that one in the bag, but they got reward for effort there in the fourth quarter, and it was terrific to see. As we said, guys like Matty Bowen getting himself into the game. Vinnie Hall was terrific. Jordan Irwin, as we said, he was one of the best out there for the day. So they're going to walk away. 2-point winners here are the Tasmania Inclusion side. As we see post-game, these sides train together during the year, so they know each other pretty well. And it's fair to say there'll be some drinks, and I think we're having a sausage sizzle post-game, Aussie, so there'll be some laughs had, and both these sides played this game today in a terrific spirit.
Absolutely, and I do want to say a special shout out to Sam Bridges and Caden Winwood for their work umpiring today. Both very high calibre umpires. Fantastic to see them involved in today's play as well. They both did a fantastic job in a game that was played in really, really good spirits all throughout. Tasmania taking home a 2-point win over the Launceston Masters. I think you've already mentioned a few of them, Ryan, but who were some of the standout players to you from a Tasmanian state team perspective?
I thought, as we said, Jordan Irwin was terrific, especially in that second half. Jerry Lowe, we saw that mark. He took the one-handed grab there in the fourth quarter, followed by the tackle. I thought he was really good. The small forward brigade down forward, Cody Austin kicked 1-2, kicked that one that got them in front late in the game. Lucy Wilson did some really good things, and our man Matty Bowen, the man that pumped them up pre-game. I think it was that pre-game speech that really got them the win there today.
Yeah, he provided plenty of energy throughout the day, did Matty Bowen. I thought he was fantastic. I thought Thomas provided a really key target inside 50. Kobe Austin hitting the scoreboard was brilliant as well. I think we could probably go through the entire list here, to be honest with you.
Good.
They were fantastic. George Kearns down in defence. It was a fantastic day, and you can see now all the players getting in together to wish each other well and to say thanks. It was a pity that the Tasmanian team didn't get to play in the Inclusion Carnival this year due to COVID, so it was fantastic for them to have a day like today against a group that they've worked so closely alongside throughout the year as well.
Yep, no, it was terrific, and as we said, both these sides know each other pretty well, so we've got the wheelchair game to kick us off in about an hour's time, Aussie. We'll have a short break and then we'll get into the wheelchair game, so that should be another terrific contest.
Absolutely, really looking forward to that one as well. I think, on behalf of us at AFL Tasmania, I'd like to really thank Toyota for their support of today's day and for all the work they do in the inclusion football space throughout the entire year. Also really like to recognise and thank Belinda Kiddo and the team at New Horizons Tasmania. They do some amazing work within the Tasmanian community, connecting people with the great things that sport provides. And I think the game we've just seen today is a perfect encapsulation of what, the power of sport and the power of organisations like New Horizons within our community, as we see the two teams get together for a photo which is just fantastic. As we actually also posed for a photo while we're talking. No, that's absolutely fine. It's great to see the two teams get together. We might just stay on the line for a few moments. We might quickly have a word with someone, or just get you to give a couple of other thoughts on the game today, Ryan, as I just jump offline for a quick moment.
You're right. Also, I'll ramble away for a few minutes. So everyone here watching on the streams, we see nice big group photo being taken. So as he said, it's great to see sport bring people together. We know at times it can be a pretty brutal industry, but when you can have days like today where we can bring some people together and everyone comes out and has a great day, and it's a fantastic show of sportsmanship and inclusivity and things like that. So it was terrific. One of the best games I've had the privilege of calling, there's no doubt about that. So terrific to see both sides there, and it was a great contest, and I thought it would be a close one, Aussie, and we were treated to an absolute belter, 2 points in the end.
Certainly were. There's a little bit of confusion at the end that I think Nathan Warren of AFL Tasmania had the duty of blowing the siren. There were a few concerns there, but he did well in the end, kept his cool, and Tasmania runaway winners. Might actually just have a really quick chat with someone, Ryan. I'll just grab someone for you. Be back in just a moment.
No dramas. So, as we said, we've got a bit of a break in between this game and our wheelchair contest, so stick around for your Sunday afternoon on the AFL Tasmania, I should say, social pages, Facebook and YouTube. You'll get a wheelchair basketball contest. So, not one myself and Aussie have called before, but one we're very excited to call and bring to you wherever you are in the state.
Absolutely, Ryan. A pleasure to be joined by Sam Bridges of AFL Tasmania, umpiring development manager, is that correct?
Umpiring manager.
Umpiring manager. Apologies for that. I may have robbed you of a title throughout the game as well, but fantastic to have you and Caden involved in today's game. Can you run us through, I guess, your experience out there, and I guess give us an idea of the spirit that the game was played in from your perspective?
Yeah, I think, as you could probably tell from the stream, the players just had fun out there, which is really good. Obviously a bit competitive in the last quarter when the game got close, which was exciting to watch, but for the most part, they're just out there to have fun, and it was just great to see opportunities where they'd find one of the Tassie inclusion players to go in and kick a goal. One of them hit the post about 3 or 4 times, but finally got that goal in the last quarter, so great spirits playing today.
I know you were involved in the Inclusion Carnival a couple of years ago. I know for me personally that's one of the highlights of my time in being involved in football. I take it's probably a similar case for you as well.
Absolutely. I think it just brings it back to the roots of why you're playing, why you enjoy the game. Everyone's just out there to have a kick and make sure everyone gets out there and has a go. So no reason why you wouldn't be enjoying a day like today and the Inclusion Carnival when it's run.
Fantastic, Noel. Thank you for your efforts and Caden's as well today, Sam. Fantastic to have you alongside us. We'll try and grab a couple of other quick chats with people, so I'll leave you off to get prepared for the wheelchair game.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, mate. Mate? Yeah. Yep. You weren't even asked that, were you? No. I saw that. Back on the live stream here, we're going to be joined by Victoria's coach, Darren Geard. Geardy, no doubt you'd be pretty tired after that effort, mate. How are the legs?
Yeah, very tired actually. That ground's fairly hard and it's fairly warm out there.
You'd be pretty happy with the boys' effort, mate. Tight victory in them, but they were really good in that second half.
Yeah, no, it was good. A good hit out. Like we've still got a lot of players that actually weren't playing today, so we brought some new players in, which it's all about building our squad.
Yep.
So that we look at a carnival next year and we've got a good squad to pick from.
Yeah, it was good to see. Obviously, as we said, the boys weren't able to get to the carnival this year, but it was really good. A day like today can bring them together.
Yeah,
and they can come out with a team they know so well that they train with all year and have a day of real inclusive, I guess, football.
Look, and it's credit to the Masters guys. Like they really they help us out. Like they give us numbers at training. Every year they put their hand up and say, when can we have a game, sort of thing. So even when we've gone away at carnivals, we've always had a practice match against them. So full credit to them. They do a fantastic job for us.
And shifted yourself into the middle there in the last quarter, mate. Wanted to lead from the front?
No. I think I just wanted to give a few blokes a bit of run in different positions, so I thought I'd just slot myself in the middle and stand there.
Perfect. No, Giddy, it was a pleasure to call, mate, and it was a really good win by your boys, so
beautiful.
Congratulations.
Cheers. Thanks
mate.
Cheers, mate.
So, as we said, terrific win there by the Inclusion team today. Walked away with 2-point winners, so we were treated to a terrific clash. So we get Aussie back on the stream, mate, as we've got to have a short break now, and then we'll kick off to the wheelchair game.
Yeah, really looking forward to the wheelchair game. Tuning in from 1 p.m. here on the AFL Tasmania Facebook page and YouTube channel. Thanks to Josh Goodyear for his work on the camera today, and Ash Wilkes back in the studio. Great work from you, Ryan.
You too, Aussie.
Take a short break, grab something to eat, and get prepared for the wheelchair AFL game.
So I got this out of the Toyota Good for Footy suggestion box. It says, get more disability footy out there. It's not talked about and it's not well known. Well, let's shine a light on what these boys have been getting up to. What's going on, brother? You going all right? You ready to do some training or what?
How you doing, mate?
G'day. Good. You going all right?
I look after disabilities football in WA, and one of the great things is the programs that we run. And one of the programs we run is for intellectual disabilities, and we've created the Inclusion Football Academy, and we're here to show you through the process.
Well, if I miss a target, it's only because I'm tired, boys. All right? What is this competition, and what does this competition mean to the players and the broader community?
So the players that have chosen to be part of the Inclusion Football Academy play in the integrated competition. That's a community-based competition throughout the amateur football clubs in the Perth metro area. There's 71 clubs, so there's 11 teams that play home and away games, just like A grade, just like the women's teams, just like the Colts teams. And, you know, Thursday night meals, it's all of them together and playing the same jumpers, train on the same ovals, kick the same footy. And this is just an opportunity for them to have a pathway of excellence and meet a whole lot of other players within the 350 players that play in the competition. Got 2 sessions before we start our exhibition games, but tonight we need to get some photos. There's 2 photo areas set up. You don't need to go to both areas. If you go to both areas, it means you get your photos taken twice. Remember, what did we say about the photos? Are we going to both or are we only going to one? Right, we've got it clear. Okay.
These guys don't know it yet, but Toyota are planning on doing something very special for these guys. Stay tuned. These photos are going to be good. Now we're cooking. The Dustin Martin. Footy cards captures the most important moments in games, your celebrations, your goals. Looking back, I know that at the back end of my career, I'm going to be keeping a lot of footy cards, not only for myself, but for my kids as well. I'm sitting here with my buddy Ben. Ben, how old are you and who do you go for? And I also want to know who is your favourite player?
I'm 18 and I go for a Freo and my favourite player is Michael Walters.
Hey, there we go. That's what I like to hear, Benny. I'll give you that money later, all right? What is it that you love most about playing footy?
Is that everyone gets involved and that you're meeting new people every time you play with your team.
So have you got a lot of friends in your footy team?
Yes, a lot.
And you enjoy playing each week?
Yes, because I love getting around the players, like the boys that I'm with, and that even if we're down a lot, then I like to try and get all of my team back up.
That's good. Football in the community is important because it's a way of making friendships, gets everyone out of their comfort zone, and it teaches everyone leadership, but also working in an environment where a group of people are working together. I find it takes your mind away from other things. I know if I'm going through some tough trials and tribulations outside of footy, I know that whenever I'm out there for that first 2 hours, it takes my mind away from a lot of things. Everyone should have the opportunity to be included in the team because no matter what sport it is, basketball, football, soccer, win, lose or draw, there's no doubt that you're out there having fun, and that also makes your mental capacity good as well. From what I saw tonight, you guys have unbelievable talent, skill, your voice is unreal. But yeah, once again, I just want to say thank you very much for letting me come down here, join in training. I didn't have to do too much because you guys had me laughing, had me smiling. I can't wait to give Ben the Toyota footy cards. There's no doubt he'll be proud, but as soon as he gives it to his teammates as well, the feeling in the room will be absolutely electric. G'day, how are ya?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you again. You going all right?
Yeah, I'm going all right.
I've got some cards for you.
What have you got there, bud?
A couple of footy cards of him and the whole team.
Oh, they're fantastic. They were really cool.
So, Ben, what do you think the rest of your teammates will think about the Toyota footy cards?
I reckon they're going to really enjoy it and make them feel special.
I definitely will.
Yeah. Well, Ben's loved joining the Inclusion footy team, and this state team has just been amazing, hasn't it? And it's given him, just such a new sense of life.
I think to watch him be a part of that journey has been really really, really special.
You know, we can't thank the AFL and Toyota enough for what they've done putting this program together. I think it's just had such a good effect for not just for Ben, but for the whole group of boys.
For him to get the footy card and for him to be able to deliver that to the team, I think is going to be a really special moment.
All right, Ben, thank you so much for welcoming me to your house. I just hope you and your teammates enjoy the Toyota footy cards. Enjoy the game tonight. Go out there, get a whole heap of touches, but whenever you get close to goal, make sure you kick them, all right?
All right, thank you for coming out, and it's a pleasure to be having you here.
No worries, buddy. Thank you.
Thanks.
See you, mate. Enjoy.
Ben and Michael have known each other for a little while, right? Michael dropped in to say g'day, and is that all he did? Did he just come over, knocked on your door and said g'day, or did he just...
No, he gave me the cards.
What, of him?
No, of the whole integrated team.
Of this whole Inclusion Football Academy? Who's that? Who is it?
That's Blair.
Blair? Blair? So did he only rock up with one set of cards?
He rocked up with a lot of sets.
Oh, so whose job is it? Did he make it your job to do what?
To give them out to the team.
What, their own set of footy cards?
Yes.
Are you kidding?
No. Let's get ready for some Toyota footy time.
All right.
I've never been on a footy card before.
Oh my gosh, I got an official footy card.
I have no clue. It was actually fun though. I didn't know I was gonna be in there.
So cool, so cool.
Oh, it was a bloody fantastic feeling.